Socratic seminar is really effective in humanities departments because it demonstrates how powerful instructional methods can be used across different content areas. So it can be used in English, social studies, health, and many other like philosophy, literature. It promotes discussion over like inquiry-based learning and where how students can learn from each other. And then it also provides an avenue for interdisciplinary connections. So this is where students can engage with like complex ideas around multiple subjects. So in the case of my classroom, I always do a lot of times with the civil rights and connecting it To Kill a Mockingbird with my English classes that I know the English class teaches as well. So I'll support my English teachers by making sure that I give my students a big background in the process of the information they have. So this could be through thoughtful discussions based central questions, preparing students, developing the questions. So making sure that my students understand that um, like what themes matter in the novel, and then the discussion part. The discussion part is really student driven with the teacher taking a facilitative role. So I want to make sure that we continue to implement that in the future as well. But Rico's going to talk about his as well.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna go put this in. So we're gonna share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Mhm.
Okay, perfect. I'll move this over here. I guess I can't move it. Oh no, whatever. Okay, so for the national standards for pre-K English to K through 12 English language proficiency framework ELL. Standard one, English language learners, advancement in concepts for social studies, intercultural and instructional purposes within school settings. When it comes to the Socratic process is where the students are to engage and effectively advance within groups. I should obtain a license in Illinois, which would be the ISB website, which is where this information comes from. On the Illinois State Board's website, English language learners, the PDF listed two frameworks formatting that has methods listed. On process of learning speech, understandings of interpretations and communications and evaluation of spoken language, advancements of oral communications for audience and classroom presentations, reading evaluations of text fluence concepts and methods through symbols and passages, compositions and dialogue, writing concepts through writing character building, timeline, occurrences, science, explorative, compassionate of empathy, diverse, safe, experimental ideas. Educators must sincerity and compassion of second language learners and all students. Spokesy 1989 states that the language acquisitions are an important aspects to how this little right thing is in there. Important aspects as to how the process of the language acquisition across explicit contents, disciplines of four domains, importantly, shapes the process of social and human development academic advancements. So how we will implement or how I will implement Socratic process is there is within the framework, I would use DOK because what I like about DOK is it recalls information to see what students has learned and acquired throughout the learning academic process and interventions with explicit disciplines of language arts, with writing and lang social studies. But a big part of what I think how I would implement Socratic process is I would choose groups within the classroom and I will give them a picture to create an interference with what they think is in the picture to give a more curiosity in the classroom so that children can uplift their imaginations and beliefs and share their ideas with their classmates. Another part of what I would like to do to make sure the kids are advancing is exit tickets to be able to ask student questions at the appropriate time, which would exit tickets is usually when students are exiting the classroom. You ask them questions as to if there was anything that they feel they didn't know, or if they feel that um something was too hard, or anything that they would change different about the assignment is what the exit ticket would consist of.
Okay, and I think we also just want to touch base on also that for our professional learning community, our role is to support other humanity teachers, and we can do that by offering ongoing professional development sessions like this one, providing resources, and creating opportunities for teachers to observe the Socratic seminar method in action. Because I think peer observation and feedback sessions are always a great way to evaluate effectiveness of the approach as well.
Yes, that is very, very true. And I'm glad you implemented that because as I am on my student observation and getting ready to start student teaching, I think I think teachers I think that a good thing is when peers and teachers get together and come up with a master plan. It's
Yep.
the best work ever. They all know the students' characteristics, and when they get together, I think it's some magic that happens.